don't know what is going on, so I guess I'm going to try and shorten this. So, 2025 was a year to remember. We'll start the sad stuff. Hubby lost his dog Finn, and that was like a sudden loss. Um, Autoimmune stuff, steroids stopped working, and pretty much had a Caesar bled out kind of thing. And 3 months after that, we pretty much just accepted that my cat Spooks needed to go down because his quality of life went down. Um, I'm still convinced to this day that he had undiagnosed cancer. I'm also convinced that he was asking me to put him down like 6 or 7 months before that, but I held on to him far too long. And those were my sad moments. Then chaos ensued. So let me tell you really quickly. Finn was definitely by far the best dog that I've ever in my life ever had witnessed. The worst thing he ever did was parkour off a couch when he was a puppy and ate like one DVD out of like separation anxiety kind of thing. Like he was a great dog. I still thought it was funny though. We never really got to hear him howl, and we always tried to get him to howl. And the only time he howled was when we like left the house, and I remember one or two times hearing it. But we never personally got to hear it like in front of him watching him howl, which I guess is good because then that means he was like very happy around us because he never like because it definitely seemed like howling for him was loneliness. So that's good. And Spooks for me was my familiar. He was like my shadow. And I've never in my life seen a cat have such adoration in his eyes when looking at me. I have a few pictures of those. And so for me, that was hard. I accepted it was time for him to go. And honestly, I spoiled him all the way up to the end, to the point of he didn't even want treats by the time we were going to the vet. And I sang to him. I recorded that. You don't get to see that. I just recorded it for me. I also recorded his purring. I was very obsessed with my cat. I still miss him. But cut to hubby. Hubby had clearly upset because he lost his dog. But then I started noticing like kind of a rise in stress. And I mentioned the idea. And note, I do not like dogs. I'm not a dog person. So this is rare for me to put this forward, but I told him I think you need a dog. Well, no, I'm not sure if I'm regretting my thought process on this one, but I'm definitely questioning the choice of dog that we got. So, our dog, he is a Pomeranian, and he is a bossy little mother trucker, and he has very weird quirks. And I am convinced you will note that they don't state that dogs have autism. Like, they don't say a dog's autistic or anything. But they have something that's similar. It's just a different name, and it's called canine dysfunctional behavior. CDB. Our dog definitely has this. Um, and so we've come to the point where we just, anytime he does something weird or it's just a different, we just go, he's got the tism. We gotta accept and understand this. And lately his nickname's Tism Tot. I'm not gonna kid you. And he looks like a little tater tot. He's a little vicious little tot head. And so let me tell you some of the weird things he does. I didn't even know a dog couldn't even be a people person. Like I thought that was like the idea of dogs. Dogs are always wanting to be around people, socialize, be a part of a pack kind of thing. This dog does not. This dog would be so happy not being a part of your life. And it's so freaking weird. And like he barks at everything. That is his breed, but like if something is just not that it's not normally there, he'll start barking at it. Like he barks at his reflection. one of the funny things he does is like he'll watch YouTube videos that we watch in the living room, and if he doesn't like someone, he'll start barking at them. And I remember this one time I was watching a show, and I didn't know that the guy that he barked at was the bad guy in the show. Like it was a murder mystery series, and I didn't get to the point where I like in this moment, this guy was just like a side character. He was not the bad guy. But I remember I was sitting on my couch at home, and and the dog's annoying me with barking consistently, and he's barking at the dude, and I go, "Yeah, you don't like that guy? Is that guy a bad guy?" And he goes, like that. And I actually have video of it, and it still cracks me up a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I think he's a bad guy too. And like to this day, that was one of the cutest like interactions between me and the dog that I've had. Um, but one of the weird things that he does is we have a table, and it's like a coffee table, and then underneath like this part where he can go under, and he goes under there, and then he like acts like there's this invisible tether binding him to the table. And I don't know, he just like sprocket out of there tumbling like a erratic jelly bean. He is so freaking quirky. And I mean, I'm just convinced unless we found someone to personally take care of him, he would probably not get adopted if he was like in a pound. Also, I would feel terrible like letting go of an animal, because I mean the worst thing he does is kind of just like snarls if we try to like groom him, I'd say. And sometimes he'll get scared and he'll snap, but he doesn't bite anymore. But he does have like what we call gremlin mode, and like he'll sneer back his teeth, and he'll lick his lips, and he'll like that, and it freaks me out. Like I have to leave the room because it freaks me out. That's the worst that he does now. Like just his little snarl gremlin moments where he's just a very upset puppers. So after taking in this dog that is more akin to being a wild fox, honestly, we ended up taking in another kitten. And honestly, I wasn't prepared for another cat, but I got the kitten for our cat Munster because he did hang out with Spooks a bit. I mean, they weren't best friends, but they did hang out. And I just felt bad because my husband was with the dog all day. Munster didn't have anyone to hang out with, and I don't know. I felt like he was sad. And I told Paul, I was like, I'm not really ready for another cat, but I feel like I need to get a cat for our cat. And so I started searching, and I was honestly dead set that I was going to get a Mancoon cat. But then, like, as prices started making it obvious that it would be very expensive to get a Mancoon cat, I started to reevaluate and assess. I just won't mind a cat that likes snuggling a bit. And so I cut to talking to a lady about 2 cats she had, and I honestly asked her which one was more of a snuggle bug, and she claimed it was Jinx. I don't know if I'm convinced it was Jinx. I don't think Jinx was old enough for her to have that personality quite yet. But we got Jinx. And I'm not sad about it, to be honest with you, because I'm pretty sure Jinx is a Mancoon cat. And she's going to be a long hair. And I think she's going to be a big cat. Like, Munster's a big boy. He's a little overweight. According to the vet, he's only a pound overweight. He might be a few more pounds now. They might yell at me. So, we get Jinx. Now, note, this lady claimed Jinx was 10 weeks, I think. I think that's what she claimed. And we took Jinx to the vet, and we discovered she was not. I was balling on 6 weeks, but I think we ended up determining that she was like 4 weeks. Note, cats should stay with their mom until like 7 weeks. 8 weeks, I think, on average, for socializing and stuff like that. So we also find out Chewy was younger than he should have been when he was adopted as well. Hence, probably why we were struggling so much with both of them. Um, so cut to Jinx. She's a cute little fierce potato, and she is wild. Like, we got a fox for Chewy, and Jinx is like a little bobcat. And she has some of the weirdest, funniest quirks, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you, one of the things she does is she loves bottle caps, like from like 20-ounce bottles, like Cokes and stuff. Loves them. And obsessed with ice. And it's so funny, but like any kind of paper, like paper towels, toilet paper, receipt paper, like any paper, she will grab and run off with. And I chased her a few times with like papers that she shouldn't have had. Um, but one of the things, like she just grabs everything. She growls at everything. Anything she plays with, she growls at. I've never met a cat that growled so much. She growls when she's eating, like just growls at everything. It's so freaking, it's funny and annoying. But I'm glad she's not. She used to be like really food aggression, and like I couldn't actually even give her like cat treats because she would grapple my hand and like attack me in the process. She came down from that. She also like would pounce on me. I do this thing with my hair where I go like this, where I like twirl it, like grab it and do like that. Like it's kind of like a comfort thing for me. Let's see if I can get it. So I like grab my hair and I go like that. I go out like this with it. She would come running and attack my hand, like, or my hair. And she had this thing where, okay, so I have to take a moment. My hand was like right here. She would just come, grab my hand, go rah, 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 and like constantly attack me. Like when she was little. She doesn't do it as much now. She still occasionally does it. But there was this one time I was on the couch and I was sitting there and I was doing this and she comes, she goes rah, 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 and apparently my husband never saw it and he goes, good God, I'm used to it. We have a couch that's like laid out, so she's like on my hand like this and I go like that and I fling her onto the couch and be like, she just goes, good God, and I go like, what? Free the cat from my hand. And I'm like, yeah, she does that. I'm glad she doesn't do that anymore. But I have two funny stories for you. So one, I was in bed. I had my hair up like in a ponytail, like this. Like it was just like hanging out as I'm laying in bed. And it was kind of wet. She grabs the end of my ponytail right here. And she goes, and tries to, she like literally yanks my hair, trying to like leave with my hair. And I just go like this, no, no, and I pick her up and put her at my feet and go, no, you can't have my ponytail, it's attached to me. And the latest cat story is I have 3 pairs of shorts. But there is one specific pair that I love. I wear all the time. It is like almost on a daily that I wear these shorts. And I had put them in my office. I noticed them. I grabbed them and put them in my bedroom. And there is something in me that feared that Jinx was going to carry it off. Because she has carried off clothes. She has carried off covers. Like, this is her thing. I don't know why, but it's her thing. And I put my shorts, I either put them on my table or I put them to the left where I have like what do you call that? Like a bench with a pillow on top of it. I put it in one of these places. But what's funny is as I put it there, I mentally remember thinking, I don't know if I should do this. What if Jinx carries it off? Like that literally popped in my head. Next morning, cut to it. My shorts are nowhere to be found. I was going to wear them that day. I could not find them. It took 2 days to find them. And I know Jinx did this because I'm very short. I'm 5'1", and there's something I wanted to reach to see about, and we have like a step stool that's in the kitchen, and I have it just set up. I pulled out the step stool. My shorts are in the step stool. There's like this little like hole, and it was facing towards the wall. I pulled out the stool. My shorts are in the hole, like halfway out the hole, halfway in the hole. And I just go, no way I put my shorts there. And it just made me laugh so much. Like she is such a crazy little whirlwind. And she like goes nuts over like ice cubes and bottle caps. Like anytime I get ice, like she hears it, she'll come running, and then she'll like get real low and like start wagging her whole butt, and she's like, I'm ready for it. And I mean it's just ice, so I give in and throw it for her. But yeah, we just have chaos. It's getting better. And I actually promised my husband if we get living room stuff sorted, we need a new floor and situate some stuff. I'm willing to get a second dog, mainly for him so he can have a dog that actually wants to be a dog, and also for our dog that has no chill. So I look forward to probably giving more stories on animals. I might have to make that a thing because I definitely have moments with these guys, and we're gonna make it work. I honestly think Jinx is great as long as you don't pick her up when she doesn't want to be picked up, which she's it's a thing. But yeah, but I'm gonna conclude this. I think this is good. It finally didn't not stop, so that's good. So I guess that will cover my animal chaos for now. And I suspect we will definitely have like a part 2 for animals. But we'll just see how this goes. Alright. Catch you later. Until next time.